For the year 2015, over 300 million kina was spent on the upgrading of sporting infrastructures. The Sir John Guy Stadium, Sir Hubert Murray Stadium, Tarma Aquatic Centre, Rita Flynn Courts and the Bissini Parade. While the construction phase was scheduled for completion prior to the 2015 Pacific Games, Minister for Sports Justin Tkatchenko said earlier this week the upgrading of facilities would benefit Papua New Guinea beyond 2015.
At the end of the day, it's like all our infrastructure for the Pacific Games that we built, as well as this one, is that we would like to see it self-sufficient in the long term, so that it can look after itself and pay back itself for the benefit of the sport.
Tkatchenko says while the country has one of the best sporting facilities in the region, it is now a liability to all stakeholders to maintain the facilities in the coming years.
The biggest thing with the government is we want to make sure that these facilities are maintained. They're looked after, not for the short term, but for the long term. That's a must. We mustn't repeat the mistakes of the past, like 1991 with the South Pacific Games, where all that infrastructure, when to date, was run down and had to be totally rebuilt. We don't want to do that ever again.
Currently, the government is assisting in the rebuilding of what was formerly known as the PRL Stadium in Port Moresby. As of February 2016, the National Football Stadium will be home to the #1 sport in the country and will host the 2017 Rugby League World Cup pool matches.
We've got the FIFA World Cup under 20 women's starting November next year, and I'm sure Lloyd Robson Oval, the National Football Stadium, will be definitely a part of that. And then in 2017 we have the Rugby League World Cup, where we see 3 international games played right here in Port Moresby.
Lorraine Genia, National EMTV Sports.